When President Trump signed the 2,232-page left-right corporocratic $1.6 trillion omnibus last week that barely anyone read or was able to read, Trump, along with many American voters affected by the rampant flow of drugs and illegal immigration, had hoped for more funding for the border wall. Instead, the budget included a measly $1.6 billion of the needed $25 billion. And as Rand Paul tweeted, plenty of funds went to wasteful spending, $6 billion to the National Science Foundation alone, $9 billion for the GSA that oversees federal properties. The federal government spent $1.7 billion a year to maintain 770,000 empty buildings while continuing to buy new properties. $218 million for promoting democracy development in Europe, $25 million for international religious freedom, and another $10 million for disadvantaged Egyptian students. Even the $1.6 billion allocated for the wall won't even get the ball rolling. According to Homeland Security today, $641 million will go toward fencing on the southern border, while $960 million will be allocated to border surveillance technology and repairing existing infrastructure. And now President Trump is on the warpath, calling out the sanctuary city madness.
Sanctuary cities release thousands of dangerous criminal aliens into our communities, including drug traffickers, drug dealers, and vicious gang members. In fact, several of the criminal aliens who got away in Oakland after the mayor helped them evade capture have already committed new crimes that could have been easily prevented if not for Oakland's dangerous sanctuary policies. It is no coincidence that 6 of the biggest heroin markets in the United States are sanctuary cities. More than 40% of heroin coming across the southern border is transported through California, a sanctuary state. Drug cartels have transformed sanctuary cities like Denver, Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York into major distribution centers because the criminal aliens in the drug trade know that local politicians will help them evade authorities. Sanctuary cities put innocent Americans at the mercy of hardened criminals and heartless drug dealers. These are bad people. We want our cities to be safe havens for Americans, not criminal aliens. It is time for Congress to cut off funds for sanctuary cities and to close the loopholes that allow drugs and criminals to violate our borders.
CNBC reported, meanwhile, talks to renegotiate the trade pact between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico have gotten increasingly contentious. In theory, a NAFTA termination letter would start the countdown for a 6-month process. In January, Mexico threatened to leave the negotiations altogether if Trump triggered the process to withdraw from the pact. Meanwhile, thousands of U.S. citizens continue to die at the hands of illegal immigrants. And now a caravan of 1,000, mainly Honduran migrants, are heading towards the U.S. border in the hopes of benefiting from the Democrats' catch and release program, where they will be released into the United States while they await their court hearings, many of them never appearing. John Bound reporting for Infowars.com.
It's been sold out for months, and now it's back. It's Myco ZX Plus. Lower price, more ingredients, because we scaled up, signed a year contract with an even bigger organic manufacturer and producer. Scalability. But now we're able to go at 50% off to $27 instead of $39, 50% off. Because there's a lot of product and a lot of ingredient in Myco ZX. Now, it's the other side of the equation. Everybody thinks about probiotics and how great they are for your gut, because of toxins in the environment, pesticides, herbicides, but more importantly than bad bacteria that probiotics help displace, yeast mold creates slime walls. And once the candida and the yeast and the mold and all that get in there, it causes all sorts of serious issues. Well, this has got a bunch of concentrated herbs in it and compounds known to destroy that slime wall. Don't wait to start detoxifying your body until it's too late. Pick up a bottle of the new and improved Myco ZX Plus now from the Infowars store.